All right, what's up, everyone? I know I have a fitness channel. I try to encourage people to work out. Really, what I try to encourage people to do is live a healthy lifestyle. I find, especially when you have a busy life, you get up, do something, even if it's 10, 15, 20 minutes each day, you feel better, wakes you up, gives you more energy, gives you the ability to go tackle a day, or if you've been running around all day, you get that 15 minutes in, even where you just do something for yourself, and makes you feel better, and it gets you moving. And then obviously eat healthy, avoid unhealthy things. But as I say, obviously in my bio, this is a self-improvement channel, and that is what I like to focus on. But I want to do a PSA, or just talk to everyone about, you see a lot of people doing, like, in the fitness world, you see a lot of people with the most followers, the biggest followings, the most subscriptions, that make the most money. Pretty much, at least for men, for women it's different, where you can look really good, and you don't really have to do any type of enhanced drugs. But for men, you always see, like, these guys with phenomenal physiques, and they're almost always doing some sort of steroids. Some type of steroids, are doing TRT plus steroids. They're just doing crazy stuff. And I can understand some of the TRT stuff if you're 50, 60, 70, you're older, and you're not really producing as much testosterone. I understand it. For 20-year-olds, teenagers, 20-year-olds, I definitely don't understand it, and you definitely shouldn't do it. But, for a lot of these people taking steroids, they think it's just like a drug that that makes you look better. No, this is a hard drug, like anything else that you're doing, that you are abusing every single day. If you're taking, if you're doing coke every single day, you would consider, like, you would never be like, oh, well, I'm not, like, addicted to cocaine. It's like, of course you are. If you're taking steroids every single day, it is a hard enough drug. You are addicted to steroids. Like, you're not going to just be able to get off it. Like, you may, they say people cycle off of it. Most people don't actually do it, but even if you do it, even if you're cycling off it for like a month and then you go back on, you're completely addicted. I've never done steroids, but everyone says that it makes you, you're able to keep working out more, you're able to lift more instead of feeling sore, you feel like $1,000,000. So that's obviously internally an enhancement, similar to any type of drug. But, you're getting addicted. If you're working out and then you go from, being skinny or fat or whatever it is, or even just being, like, in decent shape, to being, like, looking like you're Hercules, that is almost even more of a addictive drug. The fact that you look and you present yourself as, like, you are Hercules, like you are some ultra male, that is going to get to your head, and you're never going to be able to scale that back, because, well, why would you want to go from looking like Superman to looking like a normal person, even if you were in decent shape before? It just, mentally, you can't do it. So, I put out some videos, saying, like, steroids suck, blah, blah, blah. But I really want to harp on it, because, like, you see, if you look at male fitness, nearly all of these dudes are taking something. And I think it's especially bad, for these kids that are teenagers, or in their 20s. Like, if you're younger and you're healthy, you need to avoid this stuff at all costs. It's terrible. It's like, it's not, oh, is it neutral? Like, can I control it? No, even if you think you're doing it responsibly, it is a horrendous decision. Horrendous decision. Avoid it at all costs. These people that are like, even if they're like, transparent about like, I'm doing this, it's like, well, the fact that you look so good and you're promoting, you working out, it's like, that's so unrealistic that it's just outrageous. One, it's so disingenuous, and two, it's just a completely bad example. So these people that even if they're transparent about what they're doing, they're horrendous examples. And in all reality, to sit there and be like, I mean, I know they're not shooting up on camera, but if I was sitting there talking about how much illicit drugs I was getting, they should probably be notified to the authorities. So if you're sitting there like, these steroids are illegal, they're doing illegal drugs, like I'm sorry, you can't cherry pick the law. So I don't even think like most of these platforms should allow these people on it, because it's ridiculous. All it is sending a bad message. So once again, don't do any type of body enhancement drugs. I mean, live healthy, eat clean, avoid alcohol, go for walks every day, do healthy stuff that's going to improve your longevity, not take away from it. So take care of yourself, all right?